Hi guys, here is Cam. I'm back, and it's welcome to Cam's Tech Talk again. Thanks for a lot of messages, and I know I get loads of followers on Instagram. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for following me and sending me so many questions, guys. Keep showering the blessings and best wishes. Thank you. So today, I have a plan. A lot of questions came up. I'm sure so many people already know that I started some videos with Ajay. So Ajay Saneja, he is the big one actually who trained me, who wanted me to come on YouTube live as well. Thanks to Ajay Saneja again. So during the talks, we came up with many questions about how to switch to Salesforce. Sorry. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to cover today. Is it easy? Is it hard? And what's the path I should choose? When I'm switching from other technologies to Salesforce, what are the challenges? How we should go and start one-to-one sessions, or all that stuff basically we're going to discuss, right? Developers, here I come. One more thing, the reason I'm saying developers, actually, yes, majority of questions actually came from developers, but there were questions that came from other business people as well, who are not developers, but they are engineering students, as well as they are maybe business people as well, like business analysts, and some are managers in different departments, and they did see Salesforce, but now they want to improve knowledge in Salesforce. So let's talk what are the paths. But this video focus is 70% developers and 30% on other business users, but kind of, to be honest, the path is still same. The developers have different techniques they learn. They use a lot of syntax and stuff, and the business user, they have a process, right? Very process oriented, and how they can customize or tailor the Salesforce for other business users who's going to use. Okay, right. Again, here is my contact details. Cam's YouTube channel. So Cam's 1313 live. That's my YouTube. But here is other contact details: Insta, Facebook, Twitter. Feel free, contact me. We will carry on and we will cover. If you guys want question answers session, I'm happy to do that. But again, depending on crowd, that will be only possible on weekends. Right, let's do here common questions. So I have received the questions: Java developers, .NET developers, PHP, Java, and C#. Some questions from full stack developers. I know, guys, amazing experience. Some people are working in programming languages from last 4 years, for 5 years, or 2 years experience. It doesn't matter. Think about it. So you have done degree, you have done diplomas, you have done something about IT, and I'm sure when I was I'm sure in training everybody learns C++, right? Or at least C, right? And I'm sure in your classroom lectures, basically, you must have seen object-oriented programming, right? So the thing is, it's all about logic. I wasn't really a good student in mathematics, but again, do you really use mathematics in your logics? I would say yes and no. It's a very tricky one, because people did ask me, do we have to be really expert in mathematics to be object-oriented freak, basically? I would say no, I wasn't. And I was and you know what, it's been 17 years I'm in the IT industry, and especially in Salesforce HANA Salesforce ecosystem. It's been 6 years, I would say. Yeah. And definitely you need a mixture of everything so to get somewhere. Okay, so don't think that you're not good in math and you can't do this. No, that's a lie. So let's talk. First one, is it easy to switch to Salesforce? Yes. need a practice and practice and practice. Okay, but make sure we are learning Salesforce from very the proper way. There are so much free material available. Salesforce is working so hard right now to improve their learning platform. It's very famous worldwide, but there are other bloggers as well, who's working hard, and they are also sharing a lot of knowledge for other people, where people are reading things and carry working and trying to switch their careers, basically, right? Second question, what programming language do we need to learn as a developer? So if we are talking as a Salesforce developer, look, any programming language, if you have previously worked on, that will help in Salesforce. The only difference is syntaxes. Or second thing, you need to learn the basics of Salesforce programming. Okay, I will go there, what we call a Salesforce programming language, right? We'll go there, but then obviously I'm not going really in detail. I'm not a developer anymore. I haven't touched Salesforce programming for long, but I work with developers every day. That's my job, and it's every day. I will touch base a little bit about my job later on as well, but yeah. Any programming language. So especially the JavaScript, man, that's the best one. If you know JavaScript, HTML, and CSS, you are already a bang on star on Salesforce. Okay, so don't worry about anything. Just jump on it and start learning. Okay, we'll guide you. Now, what's the difference between Salesforce admin and developer? Good question. Honestly speaking, I don't know, but I do know, right? So the admin. So Salesforce is actually, you can customize, right? This is what Salesforce is. It's a cloud tool where you can come, you get out of box functionality on a cloud tool. There's so many things already there. Now, what you do is you provide some actions. So let's say I'm creating a contact. As soon as I created a contact in the Salesforce on the cloud database, I want to send a notification to the contact. Guys, you are now connected with us as a business, right? That action is I have created as an admin in the Salesforce. But it doesn't mean developer can't do that. Developer can do that. The only difference, admins can manage a lot of admin stuff, right? It's actually a little bit job difference. So admins manage normally config and some front end stuff with the business, right? But developers, they write code behind the scene. Okay, so there are some admins, they can write code, but they don't want to go to further into development. But some of them, they just love coding, right? And there's so many, they just love coding. So it's not, right? It's up to you guys how you want to split your jobs, basically. Do you want to go more business process related and work on config? Stay as admin, move to BA, move to functional, move to solution. That's your path. You want to be a developer, right? Become senior admin, developer, go to become API developer, go on integration projects, jump on architect level training, become a technical architect, technical solution architect. Guys, amazing job, amazing experience. There are people who's involved as an architect with 10 years experience, 12 experience, amazing people. They design solution like crazy. And I'm working with those two different amazing architects as always, guys. They have good experience. Okay. Next question. Does my previous experience count? Obviously. Right, here I will touch base a little bit my experience now. So what I was a civil engineer. I switched to IT, right? The first thing I learned, Fox Pro, maybe, yeah, long time back. But I immediately switched to VB, VB.NET and ASP.NET. That was a boom basically on those three ones. And this is where I started my software development career. But then quickly I switched to some other technologies like mobile security. Again, think about it. I was civil engineer. I've worked some civil engineer, switched to IT. I've done computer hardware, networking, software development in VB, VB.NET, ASP.NET. Then I moved to mobile device security stuff. And I was helping first line, second line, then moved to databases where I've touched with a lot of databases, database scripting, database, like majority of MySQL database, right? A lot of work on it. And then from there, I moved to CRMs. I've touched with Microsoft Dynamics, done a couple of projects. Then from there, I got opportunity to come to Salesforce. Basically, I was admin, I was senior admin, I was BA, I was lead in Salesforce. I've done like a lot of different things. Then obviously Salesforce became kind of my first primary product where I wanted to work. Okay, so it's been 6 years. You know, it's time just flies. Maybe it's more than 6 years already, but what my experience, yes, I know JavaScript, I know CSS, I know many programming languages. I read the code, I can read any code, but I don't write code anymore. If you're telling me to write something Visual Force JavaScript today, I definitely need Google. I will copy paste. Maybe developers can write that code in 2 hours and I will take 1 day to complete that code. But that's my experience. Okay, so considering 17 years, I have touched base IT network, so infrastructure, databases, programming, training, and business, pre-sales, right? So six different items then back in Salesforce. It's possible. Okay, so don't scare, carry on. How about if I don't have IT experience? That's an amazing one. It doesn't matter. IT is, yes, it's a technical people word. Yes, IT is not the same IT. IT used to be, you know, computer hardware, and then, but now IT is very big, right? IT has so many different categories. Every business is actually, IT is a backbone of every business, and business can't survive without IT. Okay, so now, yes. Now the question is, I'm a business people. I always learn how to automate business, kind of, and I always help different companies to grow the business. So, and how can I be a best fit for Salesforce to work to automate system? Again, it's first thing you need to learn. So end of the day, you are a business user. What you doing? You're working on operations. You may be working on process building. You may be a program manager, or you may be a project manager where you are dealing with, you know, some projects. Basically, all you defining is timelines and you know, working with other colleagues basically to work on it. So suddenly you see in the Salesforce, guys, oh, I love it. So that's it. You just loved it. All you need to know is product, how product works. Keep your experience, right? Your experience is very, very valuable because you will use that experience on the new product, which you're going to learn. That's a Salesforce. Okay, so how to start for any person, tech, non-tech, business, or you know, let's say I'm a driver today. I want to switch to Salesforce. All you need is a best guidance way to start, right? So your experience, so how driver can help. So driver may be working with a company where they do a lot of timesheets every day, where they have seen all the business process about how they utilize for that old delivery, and maybe for 4 years, that driver must have managed the teams and all that, and he's got the whole damn operations experience. And then when he learned this product and learned the technology, might be able to create an app on Salesforce, right? It's all about the experience. So your experience is always valuable. Either it's IT, non-IT. That's short. Okay. Go to next. How to learn. Right. Basics. Coming back to the basic. Okay. Trailhead. This is a Salesforce learning platform, and it's free, and it's free. Okay. All you need a simple free email address. Either you use Hotmail, Gmail is the famous, but you can use any platform, which is, if you have a company account, use company account. But again, come back to the point, any email ID you can use to create your account. Okay, first thing, Trailhead. Second thing, you need a playground, okay, where you can see things visually, how the contact page is. So everybody know in the world now how the page looks like, because you all use Android, you all use iPhones, or you use other OS, maybe. I'm not top of my head right now. So Android and iOS is very famous at the minute, right? So you go, you open a page, you fill in the form. It's actually a page, it's a web page. So that's what the contact page is on Salesforce, right? So I'm really talking very general, right? This is the basic, okay? Then platform, the developer.salesforce.com is actually giving you opportunity to see things virtually, how it's going to look like. That's very helpful when you are reading and working at the same time. Okay, so make sure you create both accounts and carry on. Okay, so before I go to any question answers, I'm going to stop the slide and I will show you guys a bit of action in both places, how the Trailhead account works and how the developer works. Okay, stop sharing and let's go to Trailhead. There you go. This is how it looks like. I logged into the, I haven't logged in yet, but this is how it looks like. You have a login button on the right hand side. You have to sign up if you are a new user. And so here is the learning. So you learn with a trail, right? You make points. Each trail, when you finish, you make 100 points. So if you clear first time, 100 points. Second attempt, 50 points. Third attempt, 25 points. Okay. Basically with numbers, you learn it that way. Okay, right. So let me log in. So I'm using Gmail. Okay, so I'm going to log in and this is my profile, and I enable this for all the Salesforce people who's my connected, who's not connected, but yeah, any Salesforce Trailhead user can see my profile as well. Okay, there you go. And let's go to the profile first. Okay, there you go. So this is how it will look like, right? And I work with Cognizant at the minute. My current job is senior consultant with Cognizant, and you can see your exams, what you have done so far. And on the right hand side, you can see your badges and points that you have made by now. And you can see this old stuff from the profile. Okay. Now let's go back to the main page again, that how it looks like when you are working on it. Learn. Let's click on Trail. Right. Are you a beginner? I am a beginner. Let's say that. I am intermediate or I am an advanced. Okay, these are the filters provided for you. Okay. So you want to be an admin, you want to be architect, or you want to be analyst. So business analyst, who analyze the business. I think this is another for the business people. They don't want to go to technical paths, they can go straight to business analyst. So this is kind of a 50-50. You know the product, you want to make it happen with the process. So you define the process with other businesses, or you sitting with in between, in the middle of many stakeholders, you defining this is how the Salesforce should accept, and this is how the adoption of Salesforce, right? So business analysts explain that way, and you as a stakeholders, you work with the business person, right? So you can start. Let's start with admin first. So admin has what I'm gonna do, I will be searching here. Administrator, Salesforce. Okay, so here it is. Study for administrator certifications, distribute marketing. So these are all the startup ones where you can start with. Okay, and learn one by one what's my first name. Okay. Admin, then developer, then other things. Okay, so login, create, Trailhead, startup. Okay, second thing, the documentation. Here I open the second link. Hello developers now. Okay, Apex. So Apex, I search a keyword here. Let's do, what is Apex, right? So are you a Java developer? Yes, you're more than welcome, right? So you will learn so quickly. I'm just using a keyword, sorry, right now. Look, what Apex in Salesforce? Sorry, pardon my English. Right, what is Apex? There you go. Okay, here is. You can actually read by yourself here on the website. It's a guide about end-to-end. I touch base this earlier. I'm highlighting the word. I'm highlighting the word for developers. Guys, it's the same thing. I know you heard this word so many times. It's the same thing, right? All you need to learn, syntax. All you need to learn, where is the platform? All you need to learn, where do I go to write the code, right? Where do I go to write the JavaScript code, and where do I go to write the classes, right? Every Apex class you can write on the Salesforce cloud. It's available. Developer environment is actually free for every developer. Go there. It's limited. It's a limit with storage, but you can start, you can work, you can play, you can write any level of code. You can create APIs from there. You can write anything. Okay. Now, how do I learn all this? You just go one by one step from here and just create. You just search and just carry on. Okay. I do run sometimes one-to-one 15, 20 minutes or half an hour sessions. If you are struggling for kickoff sessions, please feel free. Contact me on my communication channels. Basically, I'm happy to train you guys. On Saturdays, we can book a quick sessions wherever we required. And I'm sure you don't need me for 1 hour or 2 hours. Right now, everybody trusts online training. So guys, there is a lot of material available either on YouTube or other blogs people, or there are multiple other blogger websites. They are writing about the codes, and you will find. But amazingly, here you can learn everything. Okay, so Apex you need to learn. Developers, Apex, right? That's your forte, right? And that's where you want to go. And learn about everything, right? So let's go back to the products here. So all developer center, and these are different Salesforce platforms where you can look into Commerce Cloud, e-commerce website, Community Cloud for the portals, like client portals, developer experience, again for developers, Einstein Analytics, Heroku. I know this is developers' favorite place as well. And you got mobile SDK apps, and you got integration information here. Everything about integration sits here. You got MuleSoft, the middleware application. Your first API integration with MuleSoft, guys, you can learn from here. And yeah, it's so much. It's everything is here. What exactly? This is actually a developer center, right? So go there. You can just save the link. It's called developer-centers after the developer.salesforce.com. Just learn. It's amazing, right? So dig into it, and we'll talk. We'll carry on talking, and we'll meet again, definitely. And we'll see if there is any questions. Okay. So now time for question answers. Please feel free. Here is, you can see my contact, and contact me on these channels, guys, and speak to you again. And I know some of Instagram messages already came to my mobile. I'm just looking at it, and definitely I will answer, guys. Thank you so much for your love, and keep supporting, keep sharing, keep commenting. We'll see you, and have a good weekend. Cheers. Bye bye.